Well, hello folks. Now today's video is all about understanding digital marketing from the very beginning. So if you are someone who is starting off your career in this domain, then this video can really help you to understand digital marketing campaign first, then what all ad types we have in this campaign, and along with that, we will also talk about the objectives of each and every campaign. So I guess Google Ads is one of the biggest platform that we have over the internet. And the reason why it's biggest is because Google is having very popular properties of their own, starting with Google search, then we have YouTube, then we have Google Maps. And not only that, Google also partners with a lot of websites over the internet, which is called as Google's third party network. So it's like when you upload a video on YouTube and then you become a YouTube video partner by simply monetizing that video, you become the part of that Google display network. And Google has a tool for that, which is called as Google AdSense. So Google's infrastructure is not only based upon their own websites like Google, YouTube, and Google Maps, they also provide others to earn simply by uploading their content in the form of video in YouTube and in the form of news when they join Google AdSense, which makes Google as the biggest network. Now, in total, we have 10 to 11 different campaigns in Google, starting with search shopping, then video and display, performance max, and local. We'll be talking about all of these campaigns one by one. So by the end of this video, you'll be having a very good understanding of Google ad campaigns. And then right after Google, we have Meta Ad Network, a network which is owned by Mark Zuckerberg. And this network is having two biggest properties. In fact, third one is also lined up to advertise over it. So in terms of two, it starts with Facebook ads. Then we have Instagram, which was bought by Facebook after some time. And then a few years back, in fact, Facebook has also purchased WhatsApp. So now Facebook is having quite a big company as compared to Google, even though it's not as good as Google, but Facebook is really, you know, trying to give a very neck to neck competition to Google. In terms of campaigns, we have different campaigns in Facebook. Campaigns like awareness campaign, lead generation campaign, page like campaign, message campaign, traffic campaign. But the biggest point in Facebook campaign is that the ads or Facebook majorly goes to mobile phones, because most of the users of Instagram and Facebook and also WhatsApp are the mobile users, which is not the case in Google. When you think about Google campaigns, then people search on their desktops. People really watch videos on the desktop as well. Now, Google is also having the mobile based campaigns, no doubt about that. But there, everything for Google is started with a laptop and their traffic stays on laptop. The most profitable campaigns for Google is still the search campaign. In case of Facebook or Meta, everything is dependent upon mobile traffic. Now, let's begin with our first campaign, which is called as search campaign. Now, search is the most exciting campaign for people or for companies who are targeting people by keywords, which means if you have a service, let's say if you are a coaching institute and you as an institute owner want people to take admission, then you simply add keywords like need classes or need coaching in a search campaign. Now, when you add keywords in a search campaign, then your ad copy is going to be displayed on Google search in the form of a text ad. And the objective of this kind of ad is to actually generate traffic on the website first and then get a form filled from that traffic so that you can convert this person or this user from a traffic to an admission. Right next to search campaign, we have a shopping campaign. Now, shopping is a very exciting campaign because this campaign on Google shows the products in form of images. Now, the earlier campaign was only showing the text ad in the form of these text. You can't have an image in these search campaign. You can have image somewhere on the right side of the search campaign by using image extension, but the majority part of this ad is going to be text. On the other hand, in shopping, you will be having multiple products. So when you go on Google and type something like buy Jordan sneakers, you're going to get a lot of products ads on Google. And that's why these ads are called as product listing ads. Now, the objective of these product listing ads is to get traffic on the website But this time we are talking about generating sales, but not the leads, which was the case in a search campaign. The reason why we get sales in shopping campaigns is because shopping campaigns are made for e-commerce websites. So if a company is not having an e-commerce website, they cannot run shopping campaign. And the process is simple. When people type keywords within the search bar of Google, they get shopping ads, which is also called as product listing ads. Now, the third campaign in the list is something which is showing the ad outside Google. So we are talking about display ads. Now, display is actually showing creatives or banners, which is the ads types of display on third-party website. Now, this time the ads are not showing within google.com. So when you go to any website like NDTV, you go to website like Aaj Tak, you go to website like QuickBuzz, you will be finding different banners running on those websites. Banners showing different images in it, banners showing different kind of content in it. And even though when you simply put your mouse over your mouse on the top right of banner, the banner says ads by Google. And all of these publishing sites, which means the news portals, the websites producing the content, they simply become Google partner by applying it a tool of Google by the name of Google AdSense. And when they become Google partner, then Google can simply push ads from Google Ad Console into their websites. And then these companies, these website owners can really earn money through Google. The objective of display campaign is to get eyeballs, which means get impressions. This campaign is not made for generating sales, not even made for generating leads, but most of the time, the clients are getting awareness from this campaign, getting impressions from this campaign. And that's why display campaign is the cheapest campaign in the Google's ecosystem. The next one is now all about the video campaign. Now, when you get a video ad on YouTube, then it's the most frustrating ad. At least I found it very frustrating. And every time I have to go on YouTube to watch a video, it says a skip video. It stops me to watch the video because of this 5 second or skippable ad. So here through video campaign, we push different type of ad campaigns on YouTube. And the objective of this campaign is to simply get views from YouTube. And then from views, we can also convert it into a conversion. So if you have a call to action button, let's say if you have a sign up button or visit us button on this video, then this button can take you to the website and then people can get converted from that source. But the idea and the objective of this video campaign is to actually get views from different type of videos. And then we have the additional Google ad campaigns. Now, these four campaigns, which we have actually discussed, are going to be used 90% times in the Google Ads infrastructure. And all of these campaigns are also having the different type of ad types. But then these additional campaigns, which starts with local, is going to be very similar to search campaign, but the ads are going to show up within the radius. This campaign is made for a very small radius. Now, demand generation campaign is to show the ads in YouTube, on Google's Gmail, also at Google Discover app, so that a demand can be generated on that app. Remarketing is to show the display ad, the same banner ad that we have talked about. This one, uh, right, to the people who have already came on the website. So this time using these banners, we are remarketing the ads back to people who have visited the website earlier. Then we have dynamic search ad campaign. Now this dynamic search ad campaign is very, very similar to search campaign, exactly this campaign. But in DSA, we are not gonna add any keywords. So in normal search campaign, what you do is simply add keywords and people type these keywords in the Google's search bar, you get an ad. But in dynamic search ad campaign, you don't add keywords by yourself. Google dynamically creates keywords in these dynamic search ad campaign. Then we have a call only campaign, which is again a form of search campaign. But this time, when you click on this ad copy, rather than going on the website, Google takes you or Google generates a phone call. And this call only campaign majorly runs on the mobile devices. In fact, it runs on the mobile devices because desktop are not having the calling feature. So what you have to do in a search campaign, you have to create a call ad rather than having a text ad. So I hope now you know that we have a search campaign, Then we have shopping campaign for product listing ads. We have a display campaign for banners. We have a video campaign for views. We have local campaign, we have demand generation campaign, we have remarketing campaign, we have dynamic search campaign, we have call only campaign, and we also have a app install campaign. This app install campaign allow people to install the app when they are looking to search anything on Google. Then in terms of Meta, it's very different. Now Meta is really a different landscape or a different infrastructure than Google, because for Google, most of the time, for every single campaign you have a different ad type. Like if you're in search campaign, your ad type has to be a text ad. You can't have a product ad, you can't have a banner ad, you can't have a video ad for a search campaign. But that's not the case in Meta. Whenever you think about Meta, first of all of these Meta ads are gonna majorly work on the mobile devices. Now, why mobiles? Is because think about Instagram. When and how do you use Instagram? You always use it within the mobile. I have not found people to go on desktop and use Instagram. That's not what people do. And again, when it comes to Facebook, there was a time when people were using Facebook on their desktops, but nowadays, Facebook is something which is also being majorly used on mobile. So is YouTube though, but then Google is having more properties than Google. Google is having Google search, Google is having Google Shopping, and these searches or these campaigns majorly runs on desktop. But here, in case of Meta, first of all, ads are gonna visible within mobile devices, also in one single application, or at most two applications. One, you have Facebook ad as an application, then you have Instagram app as an application, and third app, which a very few people use, is the Messenger app of Facebook, from where you start messaging to different people. Now, in terms of ad types, now here the campaign does not have a separate ad copy. In fact, all the campaigns can have these five different ad types. So one, you can have a single banner or a creative in the ad campaign. So if you run any of the campaigns in Meta, you can either have a single creative, which means you just add one single creative in the campaign, or you have 10 creatives, 10 of the creatives one by one. So you upload all of those 10 creatives, which is called as carousel ad, or else you have the 10 creatives for catalog, product catalog ad. Now product catalog is majorly for e-commerce, but this time in product catalog ad, rather than uploading all the creatives one by one, you can pick all of these products from the website. So what you do, you connect the website with the Facebook ad interface, and then all the products floats into the ad copy. And then you have the video ad. So here in this position, rather than adding a single banner or carousel, you can have a video placed within the ad copy. You can have a collection ad, which is for instant experience, which means you can have collection of everything in the ad, collection of image, collection of text, collection of video, and then Facebook is going to give you a different interface. And then the story ad is also very similar to this ad, but this story ad runs in the story section when you are uh, you watching reels in Instagram, or when you are watching a story in Facebook. But the only problem is that in Facebook, your campaign ad type does not change. All of these ad types can be shown in different campaigns. In fact, in most of the campaigns. Let me give you an example. So let's say if I start with call campaign, in this call ad, you can show one single banner. In the same call campaign, you can show 10 different banners. In the same call campaign, you can show a video. In the same call campaign, you can have a story, or you can have a collection ad. So the ad types in one single campaign can be added in different ways. But the difference in this campaign is the objective of that campaign. The objective of a call campaign is to generate phone calls. And what you do to generate phone call is simply click on this button. Now, when somebody gets this ad in the mobile device, and when he clicks on the button, this is gonna generate a phone call for that customer. That's why we are calling it a call campaign. Right next to call campaign, we have a lead form campaign. Now, this is very similar to call campaign, but this time, rather than generating the call, you actually click on a apply now button, which means a customer who get to see this ad within their Facebook or Instagram, he has to click on this apply now button, And this apply now button opens up a form for the customer. And that's why this kind of ad is called as lead form ad or lead form campaign. Now, when customer gets this kind of form on the mobile device, he has to fill up the information like email ID, full name, or the phone number. Now, the objective of this campaign is to generate leads, but not the phone calls. And that's why it's called as lead form campaign. Again, in this campaign, you can also have a banner, you can have a video, you can have a carousel, you can have a story. It's totally up to you how you want to use this ad or what kind of media you want to add in this ad. Right next to the lead form campaign, we have the message or the messenger campaign. Now, this one is a very interesting campaign because when you get an ad in this campaign, clicking on this button, which is also called as call to action button. So the thing which changes in Facebook ad is actually the call to action button. So you can see the earlier ad has this apply now call to action button. The call campaign ad had this call now call to action button. The kind of creatives or the kind of ad types stays same. You can have like sing banners, you can have videos, you can have carousels, you can have any of these three things in any of these campaigns. But then the thing which changes is the call to action button. Now, a message or a messenger campaign is going to have this stand message call to action button. And when someone clicks on this button, then the customer is going to get on a chatting app. Now, this app can be opened up at three different places. One, it can be opened up in Facebook Messenger. So when somebody clicks on this ad copy, then the customer can simply sending a message to within the messenger. So the sales team get this message, and then the sales team can start connecting or talking to this person, which means sales team can start chatting with this person. If not messenger, then when somebody clicks on this message, this person goes to the Instagram chat option. Otherwise, the person goes to the WhatsApp as well. So this message or messenger campaign can connect customer using three different ways, using three different application to generate leads right after having a chatting. Then we have the page like campaign. Now, page like is a different concept in Facebook. So if you have a client and this client of yours is looking to increase the followers on the Facebook page. For Facebook, we call it page like. You can simply run a subscription campaign or a page like campaign, and when people will get the ad within Facebook, they can simply start subscribing by clicking on this subscribe call to action button. But this page like campaign is only available for Facebook so far. We do not have any Instagram page like campaign. For Instagram, you run awareness campaigns, you don't have page like campaigns. Now, when it comes to WhatsApp campaign, people call it WhatsApp campaign, but as of now, we just don't have any campaign which runs within the WhatsApp. And sometimes people misunderstand this campaign. Technically, it's a click to WhatsApp message campaign. That's very similar that we have seen. It's very similar to a message campaign, but this time when somebody clicks on this WhatsApp button, which is the call to action button, person lands to chat within the WhatsApp. So when let's say if I get this ad in my mobile device, when I click on this button, this chat will initiate within my WhatsApp application. And that's why it's called as click to WhatsApp message campaign. Then we have a traffic or the website visit campaign. So now traffic campaign is for people who want to land customer on the websites. The objective is not to generate a phone call. The objective is not to generate lead or even to start a chat. But here we actually want people to land on the website, which is also called as a website visit campaign. The objective of this campaign is to generate website visit. So people can then either initiate a lead form where they fill up the inquiry form on the website this time, or else they shop products from the website. So I guess now we have discussed a lot of the campaigns one by one, which started with Google. Then we talked about Meta. In Meta also we have discussed a lot of campaigns. One campaign that we have not discussed, in fact, a couple of campaigns which we have left to discuss is the awareness campaign. The awareness campaign is to spread awareness. The objective is to get impressions in Meta. The campaign type is very similar. You simply have to add a banner or a video or a carousel and then choose objective of awareness. Then we have not discussed catalog sales campaign. Now, catalog sales campaign is very similar to traffic campaign, but this campaign is only and only for e-commerce websites and products. You have a conversion campaign, So when you have any objective on the website, the objective would be getting sales on the website, you run the conversion campaign. If you have an application, then you run the app promotion campaign. So here we have completed all of the campaigns in Meta. One campaign which I have not discussed in Google is, I guess, Performance Max campaign. Now, so Google initiated everything with the help of search campaign. That was the first campaign which Google had. And then everything was happening around search campaign. Then Google started shopping campaign after a while, post to which Google has started display campaign, and then Google bought a company by the name of YouTube, and they started a video campaign. Along with that, Google have applications like Google Maps. Google have an app within the Android phones which is called as Discover. Google also has Gmail. Now, if there is someone who wants to show ads in all of these places at all the properties of Google, you want to show the ad to Google Search, to Google Display, to Google Video, to Google Maps, to Google App, anything that you can think of Google. In that case, you can run the Performance Max campaign. And through this one single campaign, you can actually show ads to the maximum inventories of Google. This is a very recent campaign launched by Google. So I hope now you have a very good understanding about Google's platform, Google campaign types, also the objectives of each and every campaign. Now, in terms of achievements, I guess now you know that what all campaign types we have in Google, you know what all campaign types we have in Meta, and not only that, you also know what all ad types we have in digital marketing. If not all the platforms, then we have already covered three platforms. We have covered Google Ads, so we have covered Google as a platform. We have covered within Google, we covered platforms like YouTube, we covered platforms like Google Search, of course, we have covered platform like Google, YouTube Search, or Google Maps as well. In fact, Google Display Network is the one which I forgot to tell. In terms of Meta, we have covered Facebook as a platform, and we have covered Instagram as a platform. We have covered Messenger as a platform. So now you know that you can run or you can use these two platforms, Google Ads along with Meta Ads, to show ads on at least 7 to 8 different platforms. And you also know what are the ad types we can have in all of these campaigns on different platforms. Now, what I want from you, if you think this is not really an achievement from you, or because we have just talked about the campaigns, in terms of achievements, you have not learned anything from here. So what I want from you is to start creating the campaigns, is to start sharing this video to people who can create the campaigns, who are a beginner in this digital marketing domain, or at least what I expect from you, if you like this video, is to start doing something. If you don't do these exercises, then trust me, you don't learn anything in digital marketing. Now, there's a process how you learn all of these things. So first of all, I want you to visit ads.google.com and make 5 draft campaign. When I say draft campaign, I'm talking about simply making the campaigns or maybe publishing the campaigns. The campaigns will not actually be running in the accounts, because in Google Ad account, you cannot run the campaigns until you don't add the payments, until you don't have a serious business, which is called as project. And that's why I'm calling them as a draft campaign. At least launch search campaign using some keywords, launch video campaign using some videos, launch display campaign using some banners, launch app install campaign. And once you are good with launching the campaigns, then it comes to launching campaigns in business.facebook.com. So this time you have to create a Facebook ad account. And here also, I want you to create and launch 5 different campaigns. Again, launching the campaign does not mean that you need to add money in the account. Does not mean you'll be actually managing the project. I know it's difficult to manage the project. I know that digital marketing is not about launching the campaign. It's more about managing the project for a client or managing the project for a company. But you have to start from somewhere. So at least you start from launching these campaigns. So in Facebook, I want you to launch a lead generation campaign, a traffic campaign, a subscription campaign, maybe a call only campaign. So after launching this campaign, you'll be having a very good understanding of how you can launch these campaigns on Google and Meta platform. Post to which I want you to go through this entire slide again. If you have any doubts, then you can revisit the slide, which I will be adding somewhere in the description of this video. And finally, for people who are really serious in understanding or joining this project-based course, or do you really want to learn digital marketing through a project, I have an entire course which is called as project based Google Ads training course, so that you can become a PPC executive, someone who can become expert in the domain of digital marketing. Now, this course is all about starting with the planning of a project. So we'll be starting with project planning, where we discuss about the project first, the project category, then we will be talking about the project objective, the campaign types, the project locations, and then how do you deliver this project for a digital marketing agency or for a digital marketing company. Post to which we will also talk about something called as Google search. That's right. So we'll start with discussing different modules of search, which starts with Google Ads understanding. Then we will launch a Google Ad account, set up the Google campaign, understand the structure. You will also be having exercises after each and every topic. So let's say if you watch a topic which is about a search campaign, you will be first of all watching the video for that search campaign. Then you'll be asked to create a video in the search campaign. You'll be asked to create different groups in the search campaign, and finally apply a bidding strategy in a search campaign. And finally, you'll be having the quiz or module questionnaire for each and every topic. So we start our journey with the understanding of digital marketing plannings. Once we are good with understanding of these plannings, then we will start with search campaign types, where we start with search campaign mutation, keyword match types, ad types, negative keywords, ad extensions, location targeting, dynamic search ad campaign, and then we get into the display network of Google. Once display network is covered, we will also talk about the setting up of Google's Tag Manager, which is the GTM interface, then Google Analytics, and finally the conversion tracking setup. Then we will talk about the smart campaign in Google. We will discuss different video campaign types in YouTube, which starts with a skippable campaign, a non-skippable campaign, in-feed ads in video, short ads in video, 6-seconder bumper ad campaign, and YouTube subscription campaign. After completing the video campaign, we will get into the Merchant Center account and Google Shopping. We will start with Google Shopping overview. Google Shopping Merchant Center setup, then the data feed setup, then shopping campaign setup, performance max campaign setup, and a video campaign, shopping video campaign setup. So we'll be discussing about a lot of these topics one by one. The idea is to make you understand that you have to learn digital marketing through a project. So the project in this course is going to be springtails.shop, which is an e-commerce website. And then after watching this video, you are expected to complete all of these exercises of different modules. Once completed, you will be discussed or you'll be getting into understanding what all profiles we have, and then finally how you can get a job or a project in digital marketing. So I hope from here we can start our digital marketing trainings once you join this project based Google Ads training course. I'll see you in the training videos. You have a lovely day ahead. Bye bye.